All right, we will get started here at Pocono Raceway with the driver of the number 43 Rice Markets Chevy, for Richard Petty Motorsports, Bubba Wallace. Bubba, you returning to the site of your first ever Cup race here this weekend at Pocono. First time you've ever returned to a racetrack here in the Cup Series. What does that kind of do for your confidence heading into the weekend, and how do you kind of feel? What's your outlook heading in knowing that?
Yeah, I was I was thinking about it on the bus this morning, thinking about how you don't have to kind of creep up on things. You definitely remember everything about this day last year, so that'll be nice. So we can get right to work, know what we need to do on our white Chevrolet. So this was a fun weekend, pulling double duty and getting to go through all the emotions and everything for a Cup debut. So looking forward to getting back on track. Looks like weather's going to cooperate today, I believe, so that's exciting. But just ready to get back after it.
And, we're now getting close to the midway point in the regular season. The team's obviously made a lot of strides. How do you feel, heading in towards, the playoff push? What's your outlook for the rest of the season in terms of where the team's kind of improved?
Yeah, I think, looking back, last weekend was a solid weekend for us. It's little things that are taking our program to the next level. So, focusing in on races like that is what we need to do. And, it was a decent points day for us, closing up on some guys in front of us. So we still got a lot of work to do to get inside the top 16. But looking forward to kind of shifting gears, getting into the high gear here for the second part of the season to make that final push.
All right, we will open things up to the floor here. We'll start with Zach.
Zach Sterniolo, Pocono Record. Bubba, I know it's not exactly been a full year since that Cup debut, but since then, how would you say that you've grown as a Cup driver? Do you feel that you're more comfortable in the car than you were 10 months ago?
Yeah, absolutely. I remember just kind of telling myself, don't do anything stupid, don't mess this up. And knowing that it was kind of a tryout session because I didn't have anything else after that. So now, knowing that for sure I'm racing all year long, it's my name's on the car this time, and it's my guys, my team. So excited about that, and I think that just helps out the confidence level so much. So from the start of the season, I feel like I've gotten better and better inside the car, trying to give better feedback, trying to be a better racer, better driver, give guys respect and earn that respect too. So so it all comes with it. It's all, you learn something new every day. So excited to see what's on the plate for this weekend.
We'll go to Jeff next.
Jeff Gluck from jeffgluck.com. Where are you guys missing it? You mentioned that you have some more work to do to get in the top 16. What do you feel like you guys, where can you guys make gains as a team at this point in the season?
Yeah, it's tough. We kind of look at the whole field, and the Fords and the Toyotas are dominant. Well, one Ford and one Toyota is dominant. They're taking up all the wins. But our Chevrolets are kind of struggling as a whole. Larson's probably, on average, been the best Chevrolet. And then the next group of us are kind of running all right there together. So we're still trying to figure out some things on that forefront. I think from the OEM standpoint as well, I think we all see it as a big picture. We need to step it up for sure. I think we're missing a little bit on the new body. So we're trying each and every day to figure out stuff. The alliance with RCR, they're trying stuff as well. So our debriefs are going in the right direction. I feel like we're all talking about the same things that we need to fix. So it's not like we have, I'm fighting one problem and everybody else is fighting something totally opposite. 9 times out of 10, we usually say the same thing. So we have some areas that we can work on, which I think that'll propel us to, better finishes for us. So we'll see. You never know. As soon as you find something that works, you still got 10 things to catch up on in this sport. So it's a humbling sport. It's a demanding sport. So we'll just keep plugging away, keep getting after it, and take no prisoners.
So do you guys do you compare yourself to other Chevys around your in the alliance and stuff like that to gauge your success?
Yeah, for sure. Last week, the 3 and 31 were super fast in qualifying and really fast in practice as well. So we were a little bit off from them. rightfully so. I mean, we're still trying to catch up. I mean, my deal came about so late, so we're going to be half a step behind. But some weekends, we show that we're just as good as them, if not better. So, but that is a good gauge for us. But when you see kind of majority of the Chevrolets kind of struggling, then you kind of put yourself in line where you think you'll stack up too. So I think all the Hendrick cars, we were all right there together in qualifying 21st through 24th last weekend. So, so yeah, we'll see. We'll keep working. Nothing to hang our heads on. We're all trying to push the same envelope.
Go to John next.
Speak up.
Hey, John Harverland, ESPN Albuquerque. Bubba, did you watch Monaco or Indy? And if you did, could you just talk a little bit about what you thought about those races? And also a second question, just talk a little bit about running the Coke 600 and what that meant to you, the endurance of it all.
Yeah, that was the biggest day in motorsports, obviously. I caught probably 15 laps of Monaco, and the garage didn't open until really late, so that was nice for us. So we were able to sit at home, watch a little bit of it. I didn't catch any of the Indy race though. Just whatever was playing on the big screen at Charlotte when we got there. But to be able to go through the 600 and see how demanding it was, definitely jotted notes down for for the personal notebook to do hydration better. Be more prepared on that end. I was okay after the race a little bit, and then as soon as everything kind of calmed down, you come off that emotional high of the race, you kind of struggled a little bit. So we hung out at the bus for about 15-20 minutes to let traffic die down, but also to get my legs back underneath me. So, but the last 50 or so laps, man, it was like damn, is this thing over with yet? And we were trying to run down Suarez, so had a little rabbit out in front of us trying to chase him. So it definitely shifted into overdrive on top of not having anything left. So it was a fun process. Glad we were able to finish it. We didn't run all 400 laps. We were one lap down, but still to be able to go through the emotions of it was pretty cool. So excited to do it again. If they keep the same package or we do something else, we'll see.
Bubba, right behind you on the left here.
Right behind me?
Right behind this guy.
Okay.
Jim from WNEP, the local ABC affiliate. You touched upon in the opening remarks that you took in a lot from Pocono last time. Having that track under your belt, how does that help you coming in? And secondly, the red scheme with the local Weiss markets. I know it's more important what's inside, but what does it look like outside for the fans?
Yeah. To be back here, the biggest thing I took away was pit road. It was my first time working with digital dashes, and got caught speeding 4 times, I believe, 2-3 consecutive right back to back. So that took us out of contention early, and that was a bummer. I thought we had pretty good speed in our car, figuring everything out. So that was the biggest thing. I was out doing a Mack truck appearance this morning, 8:30, and we were on pit road. So I was already taking down notes, practicing pit road speed in a big Mack truck. So I don't know how that's going to translate over, but hey, any practice you get is good. So yeah, we'll just go with that, and it's good to have Weiss on the car. I think it's the partnership with Smithfield that we have there. So reaching out to their markets and promoting their brands, so it's exciting.
All right, we'll move next to Claire.
Claire Bulang, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. You seemed very calm when you went on Fox and Friends, and I don't know how long ago you thought, well, maybe I'd be on Fox and Friends one day, but you had a very short time, but you pretty much nailed it. How was that experience for you?
Hell, Claire, it was like 6:30 in the morning. I didn't have enough time to do anything else. Couldn't get excited about that. It was super short. I was like middle of a story, and they were like, all right, have a good day. And I'm like, well, damn, all right, later. So, no, that was cool, being on there. We had an action-packed day yesterday, promoting the sport, promoting the race here. So it's good to go up to the Big Apple once every 2 or 3 years. I used to get so overzealous, or just anxiety levels just increase when I get there. It's so packed, and I'm not a city person at all, but it was good to be there and hang out with some friends from local affiliates. So we had a good day, a busy day. Got in about 1 o'clock, 12:30 this morning from there, long drive. But all in all, it was good. But way too early to feel anything.
You didn't seem nervous at all.
Do I ever?
No.
All right. Then.
Go to Jerry next, and we'll finish with Reed.
Jerry Jordan, KickingTires.net and PRN. Actually, I wanted to ask you about your drive yesterday. It appeared kind of bumpy. Some of your Snapchats and.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What was all that about?
The roads are horrible up there. I mean, aside from being traffic, I wasn't really. I was kind of just buried in my phone, and I noticed my head just kind of bouncing off the window about every 2 seconds. I'm like, what in the hell is this driver doing? And I'm like, what do we got going on here? And he's like, the roads, they tore up the roads, doing stuff to it. So I was like, holy cow. And I had filmed it at the right spot because that was the worst it was right there. So, but nonetheless, exciting times in old New York City. Yeah, it felt like damn Auto Club being there, backstretch right there. So, yeah, but oh well, but we're away from there now. Smooth, long, good old Pocono now.
Reed Spencer, NASCAR Wire Service. When you say that the Chevys are all dealing with the same issues primarily, do you mean more aero, more geometry, combination of both? And have y'all been able to pick up anything from what Larson's doing?
Hell, if we knew what it was, we wouldn't be struggling. I don't know what we're struggling with. It's a variety of things. I think our aero platform was a little bit off, and then for us, it's a little bit setup stuff as well. So we're rebuilding a notebook from last year. So it's a whole new page for us in our diary, so you say. So I don't think Larson's going to share any of his notes either. So
Well, I don't think so.
yeah.
But have you been able to see anything about what he's doing?
No, not much. No, I'm sure that the guys are kind of dissecting it more and more, looking at pictures and stuff of his car. So we'll see. We'll keep trying things. So no give up in our team. Just got to figure out what works for our car and what doesn't.
All right, we got time for one more question if anyone's got anything. Jeff.
Do you have a take on the whole debate over what the rules package should be going forward after the All-Star race seemed like a hit with people?
I mean, it was a lot of fun for that period of time. It got really boring because of the speed from that aspect. I keep telling people every time we talk about this conversation. I seen a post on I don't know where it was, maybe Twitter or Facebook or something, and they were talking about. You always dreamed of being at the Cup level and getting that superior level of the sport, and jumping in with that package felt like I was jumping into just a local Saturday night race, and you didn't feel like that superior level that you're at. So I was like, it's actually a good point. I mean, literally, if you had the need for speed and had decent car control, anybody could have drove it, and shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have to get up to the big leagues and I can play with LeBron. I can match him. I can play like J.R. Smith and not take the layup when tied. What a dumbass. But it just felt like you were at like a carnival ride and just everybody was along for the ride. So aside from that, it was cool how we were at Charlotte, driving like a speedway, controlling both lanes. We were out front there for that last stage in the open, and just kind of, all right, top's got the momentum, bottom's got the momentum, kind of blocking and pulling off those moves. So that aspect was cool. So we got to figure out how to give us more motor and get the aero platform to where we can still race like that and not have to worry so much about the dirty air. I mean, we were still having to deal with dirty air a little bit with that package. So I think they did a nice job at swinging for the fences and coming up with a game plan. But now swing harder and try to dissect it if we want to make this something that we'll see again, which we probably will before the season ends. Be perfect like an Indy or something. Spice that thing up because, damn, that's boring. I haven't even been there yet in the Cup car, so that says a lot.
All right. Thanks, Bubba.
Cool. Thanks.